I feel like I'm getting this question on nearly a weekly basis, so I thought I might talk about it. Is the Scrum Master role obsolete? And that's a great question. Everything in Agile seems to be changing right now. And I don't mean changing in a negative way. I should say evolving or revolutionizing. I see many positive changes happening, but the problem is people just don't know what to do with these changes, what these changes are, why they're happening, and what's going on. Some of these involve the advent of AI, some of them involve other things, but I think the truth be told, there's still a huge misunderstanding of what a Scrum Master does. In fact, I might go as far as to say they're undervalued. Many organizations mistakenly view the Scrum Master as just a facilitator, applicable only in the early stages of the team's development. And once the team gets going, they no longer need a Scrum Master. Many organizations are even dividing that responsibility for a person being like a half-time Scrum Master and a half-time developer. Other organizations believe the Scrum Master role is just completely obsolete when a team has understood how Agile works. Once you understand how it works and you can do the ceremonies, you no longer need a Scrum Master. You're free. And I can't tell you enough that this is poison thinking. It's concerning. And we need to find a way to get past that. So I think that the misconception that Scrum Masters are redundant arises from a lack of true understanding of what the actual accountabilities of a Scrum Master really are. You have to first open up and say, okay, they're not just meeting organizers or process enforcers. They typically act as servant leaders, coaches, facilitators, teachers, mentors, uh, process impediment removers, and change agents. Just to mention a few of the different stances that a Scrum Master might be able to assume. When you start off as a Scrum Master, oftentimes I say you start off as a level 1 Scrum Master where maybe you don't do as much. But then as your role matures and as you mature and understand that you are the governor of the teams and that you're helping them process valuable information and get their job done, you will see the Scrum Master role evolve. So Scrum Masters absolutely adapt based on the team's development stage, but also based on their own knowledge. It's a situational leadership model. Different leadership style is needed throughout the team's life cycle, throughout all the different stages that they go through. Whether you're doing forming, storming, norming, performing, or whatever stages you're doing, the team needs to evolve. And as the team evolves, the Scrum Master evolves. And as the Scrum Master evolves, the work evolves. And I think you see the pattern here, right? So situational leadership suggests that leaders should adjust their style based on the maturity or competence of the team. Similarly, the Scrum Master's approach should evolve as the team matures. So if you're trying to think of which leadership style works best, you can go in and look at how teams behave. So it's interesting because some teams you'll find are brand spanking new. They're excited, they're just getting started, they're coming out of the gate, and they're eager, but they have a lack of experience. And the competence with regard to Agile is low, but their commitment is high. And in this phase, the Scrum Master takes on more of a directing role, providing clear instructions, teaching how Agile works, closely monitoring their progress, all the things you would expect from a level 1 Scrum Master. Then the team start to encounter challenges. And this is kind of their stage 2, if you will. And their initial enthusiasm starts to wane. Their competence is still low, some of them at least. And the commitment becomes low because they're just not certain what's going on. And this is the point where the Scrum Master transitions into a coaching role, offering more support and encouragement for that team, helping them understand and navigate obstacles, fostering collaboration, maintaining motivation, teaching them how to solve some of their own problems. The focus here is on building confidence and competence so that they can be accelerated in their growth. Once they get to stage 3 or level 3 as a team, this is where they become more skilled but still lack that confidence. Their competence is moderate to high, but their commitment is still in that variable waning mode, waxing, waning, right? Wax on, wax off. This time, the Scrum Master needs to adopt more of a supporting approach, facilitating discussions, encouraging problem solving actively, promoting self management. They need to empower the team to make decisions while remaining available to provide guidance when needed. The coach of the team with powerful, they're going to coach the team. They're going to ask powerful questions and challenge them to come up with alternative solutions. They want to start getting to think outside of the box. And then finally, the team reaches this level 4 what I like to call it. And this is where they're highly competent and pretty much self-sufficient. Some may call this the high-performing team. They communicate efficiently, they work as a team, they think as a team, they solve problems as a team. At this stage, the Scrum Master can and should take a small step back, allowing a team to operate autonomously. However, the Scrum Master should never go away. At this point, they should challenge the team to relentlessly improve, pushing them to reach higher levels of performance and excellence, again, by using powerful questions and active listening. The team can survive without a Scrum Master, but they won't necessarily evolve or improve. They'll just kind of stay stagnant. The real challenge for organizations lies in the later stages of team development, where the team starts to get the hang of it and what the Scrum Master should be doing. Now, keep in mind, a Scrum Master can serve up to 3 teams as governor of those teams. So, collectively, a Scrum Master might have one team that's in high performing mode, one team that's just getting started, and another team that's finding their wheels, right? But the Scrum Master should also know how to should have a clear understanding of how to coach and mentor. They should understand coaching stances. They should understand servant leadership. They should understand how to assist the team in removing impediments, facilitate communication. They need to understand how to do all those different things. But I think a bigger issue is that the Scrum Master also, in addition to all of these things, needs to really understand how to portray what they do to leadership when in fact 70% of what a Scrum Master does is completely intangible. It's one of those things where the role is starting to evolve because people are starting to want the Scrum Master to take on more project manager accountabilities or other accountabilities. Because if you only look on the surface, 70% of what Scrum Master does involves empowering a team using creativity and facilitating using creativity and empowerment to help the team successfully complete whatever their goal is. Making sure the team stays focused on a goal and can easily achieve it. They work with stakeholders to help manage and govern things. They're the behind-the-scenes wizard, making sure that everything just kind of moves. But there's no such thing as a team life improvement report or a team, it's just the things that the Scrum Master does that are intangible, the things that keep the skids greased and keep everything moving in the right direction. But the problem is they're not easy to report on. So my advice is understand the 4 places where a team's going to go: forming, storming, norming, performing. Understand how those 4 different levels engage, and understand how the Scrum Master's involvement evolves in each one. And I think that if you could treat Scrum Master as a dynamic role instead of a staged role with a checklist, that's going to help you be successful, and it's going to help you understand that the Scrum Master role is far from obsolete. That's going to do it. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you have a topic you want us to discuss, learn more at AgileDad.com. We'd love to hear from you. As always, we encourage you to stay healthy, stay well, and stay agile, my friends. Until next time, do take care.